Welcome to episode 23 of Rivals, and today, with 3 to go in Gran Turismo 4, we come next to Autumn Ring Mini, a very particularly small track, where we're going to be racing not just 2, but 3 particularly small Japanese kei cars. This episode request comes from Fab Inator, and those 3 cars are the Daihatsu Copen, the Suzuki Cappuccino, which there's like 2 different versions.
Go with the 95.
Yes, I mean I probably will be doing that. Yes,
it comes in additional colors.
Yes, and from Honda we've got the Honda Beat.
Beat your meat.
Yes, which there's also like,
Beat your meat.
which again it comes the case of which version do you like the most? Now I guess to be fair, we probably could go with the. Probably we'll start from oldest to newest. Because and of course the Copen is the newest for sure, 2002. Then the Cappuccino would be next at 95 because I'll probably use the EA21R, and so then that leaves the Beat. Which there's of course the 91 Beat. Then there's the 92 version F, and then there's the one that I'm probably going to use, the 93 version Z. Because it has a nice little wing on the back, and I like that little wing.
Yeah, but why do they devote one car to just having one special color and not just making it like, oh look, this is a trim model that you can get?
That was polyphony. That was polyphony for you. What they really should have done, if that was the way they wanted to go, I came up with this theory back when GT6 was new. I said what they should have done was they should have taken a car, they just have one car model of it if there's not enough of a huge difference, and they just put all the different kind of trims that they may have of it in the game. Just make it like a little option. You can choose which one you want. So instead of having to have like more like taking up more space just to show off a different version, just kind of combine it. So you kind of declutter the mess. That's how they should have done it.
Yes, but then they wouldn't be able to boast that, oh, we've got 1,000 cars and 3/4 of them are Miatas and Skylines.
Yeah, but still, that would have been a better idea. Anyways,
yes.
So the Beat, 63 horsepower, 760 kilos. Apparently it mentions it has by far the least amount of torque, only about 44 pound-feet of torque. So I got a feeling the Beat's probably going to be the one that suffers the most.
Could also be the lightest.
Could be the lightest too. Who knows? That might have that going for it too. So yeah, it's kind of interesting we get Autumn Ring Mini for these cars. It's kind of the best, one of the better tracks for these little cars because it's a nice, like, little small, compact circuit. Kind of where these cars work best, in my opinion.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for a car like this. Very well perfect.
Let's bring that down to about third. Oh boy.
Cutting those apexes is quite a bit hot. But then again, you're supposed to.
Alright, yeah, that felt pretty smooth. There's no real reason to worry about how any of these cars are going to drive, honestly. That actually felt pretty smooth. I liked how that went.
I always wonder. Oh, wait, I never believe I played GT5 enough, just screwing around on all of the extra tracks with all the cars I accumulated in career mode before the save finally crapped out on me. But I kind of wonder now what it would be like to drive the Red Bull X1 around this course.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Too late, I just did.
Pretty simple. It's pretty simple, actually, if you know the lines, to be honest.
That's the big if you know the lines, because that you'll have like maybe less than a second to react.
So yeah, I knocked off about roughly a second there.
Stamp track. Who is spamming messages at me? Oh,
tell them to message you later. Oh, so yeah, but I got about a 48.2 as my current lap. Since these lap times are less than a minute, I'm probably gonna do 5 laps for each car, because why not?
Well, I mean, it's tiny. Car. Yeah. Well, it's tiny.
Wait, what?
Do you think he's compensating for something?
Now you listen here.
Yeah.
You got to get your mind out of there, man.
Why did someone make a fidget spinner mod for BeamNG Drive?
Oh no.
That actually sounds... Can I be honest? That actually sounds like a pretty useful mod.
It's in the internet channel on HG Central, so when we're done here, we can go have a look at it.
Yeah, so far, best time is a 47.8, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, really, it isn't too bad until we get to the well, what's next?
Next would be the Cappuccino, because that would...
Yeah.
Cappuccino, I'd be using the EA21R, which is a 95 model.
Yes.
I'm going by oldest to newest. This version Z beat is a 93, so...
93.
If I used the standard beat, that would be a 91. Alright, 47.5 now.
Final lap.
That was a little bit of slowdown there. That was a bit concerning. Funny enough, it seems to have made the game feel a little bit smoother. This game would probably be a bit more naturally smoother if I didn't use the one effect to basically make this game not look like it's kind of ghosting on an interlace. The reason I don't just use the 480p option for this game is because if I were to do so, it would make this game look a lot darker for some reason. It's a very peculiar glitch.
A glitch. Is it the same kind of glitch that enables me to happily careen my R35 into a lake whenever I want it to?
But basically what the glitch is that it makes it a lot darker. It's like you have to use external setting. You have to use like shader settings in the PCSX2 graphics to make it look brighter. I don't like doing that. It's a bit of a headache, so I just use a certain interlace method that tends to do the job well. Kind of gets rid of the whole ghosting effect pretty effectively. It doesn't really have much shaking. The only problem is it does make the frame rate not particularly look the smoothest all the time. So sometimes it'll look normal and fantastic, and then other times it may look a bit iffy. But I just run with it. I just run with it because it's still the best to go with for this game, unless you decide to actually use the shader thing to make things brighter so that in races you can actually see what's going on better.
Yes, but then doesn't it make the menus look really bright?
Yeah, the menus. That's the one. That's the one effect, is that the menus get brighter too.
We'll have to link the shader to some kind of hotkey just so that way you can enable it, disable it on the fly, just to make it so that way you can actually look at everything and go, hey, yeah, this looks like ass, this looks like not ass.
Yeah, that would be very effective if they just did it like that, and I'm still getting Discord notifications. Fuck. People are going to be going to their Discord thinking, what the hell, dude?
Stop messaging Thunder, he doesn't like it.
No, what I'm saying, no. What I mean by that is people are who might be watching this, who use Discord, might be checking their notifications. You're like, what the hell, man? I thought that was on my end.
Yeah, so people, if it's make sure you keep your Discord.
Yeah, I can already tell this Cappuccino is going to be faster, by the way.
Yeah, it's lighter.
It's it's not only lighter, it's got more torque.
It moves. Almost double the torque figure.
Yeah. Say 46.7 on the first go. The early braking actually worked quite well there.
Oh!
Yeah, come to think of it, this was the car that almost beat Takumi. This was the car that almost beat Takumi.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this versus Trueno.
I just witnessed the Need for Speed Shift 2 style accident.
Oh, I should have probably let off the brakes
and
a
a
bit.
Lamborghini.
Oh.
Yeah. The guy driving the Lamborghini is probably dead now.
Oh God, he ate it.
Yeah, I kind of.
I will be too if this thing doesn't stop sliding everywhere. I have fondled things with butter which are less slippery than this car. Oh God.
I don't want to know exactly why you're doing that with butter.
Well, I mean, you have to butter your corn somehow.
Oh. Well, that is if I ate corn. I'm not a big fan of the taste of corn. Kind of prefer peas, to be honest.
You prefer peas to corn? Oh, the
Yeah,
vegetable.
I do.
It's not a vegetable war, isn't this?
I mean, if any, although, yeah, yeah. Fuck that lap was even worse somehow. Shit. Okay, gotta push. Come on, we gotta find a bit of
gas.
I'm stepping on the gas, and I need to go fast. I don't think that's how the lyric goes, but I don't care.
Ass, ass, ass. I'm going to eat all the ass. I mean, what?
Not on this channel, I'm afraid. Stay tuned for HG Kinky. No.
No. HG Kink Show on HG Beach.
Only for ages 18 and 700.
18 and sus.
And yet again, my R35 has become a submarine.
Apparently, I somehow cannot do better than my first lap. I'm like, as much as I'm trying here, I somehow already peaked at that 46.7 and can't seem to do better. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, you're driving the world's fastest cup of coffee. What else do you want from it?
Well, given an engine swap, it'd be an even faster cup of coffee.
Yes, but why would you engine swap a cup of coffee? It's a cup of coffee. It just needs to have the potent little French pressed vanilla blend of coffee that's in it.
Alright, there we go. That was much better.
You just need to add a little bit of cream if you want to drink it faster.
Alright, there we go. This is going to be the new best lap for this car. 45.6. Managed to knock off a whole second there. So there we go. The Cappuccino is already has had a bit of a foothold over on the beat. The beat was a 47.5, so nearly 2 whole seconds faster in the Cappuccino. And it's no surprise to see why. I mean, it makes about the same in power, but it's got nearly double the torque, and it's lighter. So we've seen what the 290s cars give us. Now it's time to see what the early 2000s would give us from Daihatsu with the Copen. Now, of course, we have either the active top or... Why is that Xbox app's coming up again? I'm not pressing that button. Whether it's...
Push the button.
No, whether it's the active top or the detachable top. Which one?
Let's go with the active top.
Active top, got it. I'm going to go with dark blue. Right, sports soft, and away we go. Because the top is active. No. Okay, so this car this car has the most torque, but I think it might be the heaviest. I can't even work. I don't even know. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll see how this car does. I mean, that might be why this car has the most torque, because it needs to carry the most weight. Who knows?
Maybe it needs a cappuccino.
Now you listen here.
It needs a double shot of espresso.
Espresso. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, first thing I've learned: the brakes are definitely better on the Copen. It brakes a lot better than the other two. Second thing, I think this car handles a little sharper. I think. Okay.
Well, if we learned anything with the Daihatsu midget.
Yes.
Well, the only thing that you're really going to learn with the Daihatsu midget is how to carry large amounts of stuff in a very tiny package. Understeer.
Yes. Alrighty, well, this first lap wasn't exactly anything to write home about. 49.3.
Yep.
Go, my little imported piece of technology. Grip! Accelerate! Launch! Go!
Faster!
Punt the arrival that's in front of you. Wait a minute, no, that's considered dirty racing. Oh, fuck it, do it anyways.
No one's watching.
Eh. I can claim that he had candy in his boot.
He was carrying a dead horse in the back of his truck. That's why he was slower. I promise. No. Okay, so it looks like at the rate that this car is going, I think it's going to sandwich itself in between the Beat and the Cappuccino, because I just said 47.2. And Jesus Christ, these brakes are really goddamn effective in the Copen. This car gets stopped on a dime. But yeah, I think the extra weight of the Copen is what's killing it, to be honest. If this weighed about the same as the Cappuccino, it would probably be a little bit faster. Especially because, you know, I think this does handle slightly better than the Cappuccino. So it's definitely the nicest. So it's so because of that and its brakes, it's definitely the nicest of the three to drive. But the Cappuccino is the one that's, if in key card races, is probably the one you want because it's going to win you races with it. At least if you go with the EA21R. I don't know about the EA11R. Okay, that first corner was bad.
Wow. Alright, this guy in the Lamborghini's a complete dick. He just tried to push me into oncoming traffic.
I still have the slight taste of a roast beef sub from Subway in my mouth. Just making my...
Not sponsored by Subway.
You are a dick. Just a
I am
light
not sponsored by Subway, but Subway's good, so...
Ocean.
Come on, go faster! Oh! Yep, alright, final lap. Tried as hard as I could there to get it around that as good as possible. I'm apparently just so barely ahead of my best time. Oh, okay. This could be the best, but I don't... No, now all of a sudden I'm behind. Fuck. Somehow managed to lose all that time. Yep, well, it looks like a 47.2 is the best that I'm going to get with the Copen. So it kind of puts itself in between. It's about half a set. It's about a few tenths better, just a couple tenths better than the Beat, but it's still not as good as the Cappuccino. The Cappuccino, or Cappuccino if you're test drive, it's just the fact that car weighs so much less than the others is why it was so much quicker, I think. So the Copen's big struggle was the fact that it was carrying all that extra weight.
Copen.
So yes, so the Cappuccino wins in terms of time, but because it's got really goddamn good brakes and that the car handles slightly better, I'd say the Copen is the nicest to drive. So I would choose the Copen between the three, but I would at least lighten the weight a bit to make it competitive against a Cappuccino or Cappuccino or whatever. So yeah, that's going to do it for that episode. Stay tuned for the next one. And as always, guys, if you want to check out my links down below, you can find my Twitter, my Twitch, my Patreon if you want to support the channel, my forum board if you want to make that not dead, or the clip submission for highlight reel. I always appreciate when I get clips, trust me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care.
Now it's time to get a cappuccino.